Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking a little weird. Let me adjust this real quick. My phone's actually on charge, so the cord, the way it has to sit, I know I haven't shown you guys how my filming setup is set up, but it's like really small, it's really tight space. So like my mirror that I use is also like a charger, and it's also like a Bluetooth, which I absolutely love. This mirror is the best thing I ever got for Christmas, but it like is connected to the mirror, so like the phone has to be tilted or it falls forward and I don't want my screen to break. So yeah, that's what's going on with the camera angle. It's like really weird today. I don't know. I feel like it looks weird. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just me. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my February favorites. I'm filming it a little bit earlier than I normally do just because I know I have a lot of things coming up at the end of the month of February. So I probably won't have time to sit down and film a February favorites. So I'm doing it a little bit earlier. This might be cheating a little bit. If I repeat things from January, I'm sorry, but I just like to do like, you know, my actual favorites. It happens to be duplicate products. It just happens to be duplicate products. Like I know people are like, well, I talked about this last month. Like I'm just like, well, it's my favorite. So that's what we're gonna talk about. Alright, I have 4 foundations to talk about this month. And these aren't just my favorites. They're my most used makeup as well. So if you guys have watched any of my recent videos or even some of my upcoming videos, depending on when they come up, but like the ones I have filmed this month, these are the 4 foundations I've been using a lot. So I like to, God, I'm like choking. What is wrong with me? I like to include my most used makeup as well because obviously if I use it a lot, I like it. So let's start out with drugstore. This is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish foundation, the shade 10 Porcelain Ivory. It's actually the foundation I'm wearing right now. I used this a ton in 2017. I don't know if it was my yearly favorites or not. I think so, but I can't exactly remember. And I used it again a couple weeks ago and I was like, wow, why did I stop using this? It's full coverage. I'm looking at my skin right now and my face just looks flawless. I love the way my base looks. I mean, obviously I still have texture, but like it's full coverage. It's comfortable. I don't have to set it if I don't want to. I did today because I knew I was going to be bridesmaid dress shopping and things like that. I didn't want to rub off, but I love this foundation and it's incredible for me. I absolutely love this. I seriously do. My sister's the one who got me hooked on this. I tried it out on her skin actually. I was doing her makeup. My oldest sister, Megan. I have 2 sisters. I know that gets really confusing, but Megan, I was doing her makeup one day and she had this and I was like, I've never tried that. I was like, so I'm going to use this. And she goes, okay, it's one of my favorites. So I put it on her skin and I was like, girl, your skin looks flawless. And she's like, oh, I love this foundation. And actually, truth behold, like a week or 2 later was my birthday and she got me a whole bag of Maybelline foundations and this was one of them. And I was like super excited when I saw that she bought me this one. She goes, I knew you loved it on me, so I got you one. And I actually have a backup of this now because I'm so obsessed that I need it at all times. So I absolutely love this foundation. It's one of my personal favorites. Another drugstore one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This one's in the shade Light Natural. I'm not talking about the foundation itself because you guys already know I love this foundation. I'm talking about this particular shade because if I turn around here, right here, I already had this foundation in the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla, and this foundation I've worn a ton. You guys know I wore it to Luke Bryan concert. I wore it to both of my proms. Like I wear it any time that I know I'm going to be hot and sweaty and I need my foundation to last. I wear this, but I actually found a lighter shade. So I just want to talk about this specific shade because you guys know this is one of my favorite foundations ever. I absolutely adore this stuff, but I love the shade Light Natural. It still oxidizes, but it doesn't oxidize as bad, I find, as Creamy Vanilla, and I think it's because Creamy Vanilla is just way too orange for me. This one's still a little bit too dark, but I can make this one work a lot better than I can this one. This one I really have to think about placement and like how my v-neck or like how my neckline is gonna work. Like today it wouldn't be that bad, but like my prom dress was like way down and I had to drag it like all the way down and all my arms and it was crazy. But yeah, I really just want to talk about this specific shade because it works a whole lot better for me, but I still am going to use Light or Creamy Vanilla because I still have it and it's like half gone. So I'll probably use this one up and then, you know, just continue to repurchase this one. But I was so excited when I found that they actually launched more shades. I don't know how many darker shades they launched because I only saw a few at my local Walgreens. They only had, I think, like 3 or 4 shades to choose from, but I do think there's more shades than that available on their website. I'm not entirely sure. I can look it up and link it down below. in case you're curious, I'm still choking. I don't know what's going on with me today. Alright, I know this is a repeat from last month. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade L2 Mont Blanc. I love this stuff. I had to include it again. I know this was a duplicate, but I still cannot put this stuff down. It's been unbelievable. I cannot express how much I love this foundation. It's like insane. And it's full coverage. It's radiant, dewy finish. So if you are oily, you probably will not like this at all. But since I am dry, I absolutely love the finish. Completely full coverage. I mean, this is probably the most full coverage foundation I have. Like, it is not here to play games. Like, it is going to be the foundation I wear to my sister's wedding in August. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the foundation I use on her because she is like 2 or 3 foundation shades darker than me. So this probably won't work on her. And it is $50, so I don't know if she wants to buy her own because it is rather pricey, but it photographs well, it looks well. From what my experience is, it lasts a really long time, so it would be great for event makeup. Personally, I do not think it flashes back. At least I haven't noticed it flashing back. There's no SPF, so the chances of it flashing back are very minimal. Again, I feel like I'm choking, but I absolutely love this. I won't dwell on it because you guys saw it last month. Last foundation, this is the Bliss foundation stick in the shade Shell. I have been obsessed with this. I mean, I use this all the time. I bought this at Kohl's on clearance, and I was kind of iffy because I had never used a foundation stick previously. This is actually the only one I have in my entire collection. And I am obsessed with it. Like, I didn't get the whole hype around foundation sticks. Like, I know Hourglass has one, Makeup Forever has one, Anastasia has one. Like, everybody has one. And for a long time on YouTube, that's all anybody used was foundation sticks. And I had never, you know, gotten the hype around them. I was like, okay, well, yeah, but, like, stick makeup is usually really dry. And I'm not a huge fan of stick makeup. But this completely changed my opinion on that. Like, completely. It's so creamy and it's full cover. I would say, like, medium to full. For me, it's full because I don't have a whole lot of blemishes or redness. My redness is clear, like right here normally, but nothing too crazy. So for me, it's full coverage, but I am obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this. It's honestly so convenient. I actually put the little safety seal back on it because I don't want it to dry out when I'm not using it. So it's so convenient. Like, it's so convenient. I didn't know how I realized how I didn't realize how convenient it really was because I don't like getting my fingers dirty with foundation because I have acrylic nails, so like foundation stuff gets underneath them. And then this backdrop is actually like a white with different shades of blue like specks in it, so when I like touch the light switch because it's behind here, inconvenient, but unfortunately that's the only way I can like set this whole thing up because the room is so small. I actually have foundation on the curtain itself because of my fingers flipping on the light switches and stuff. So that drives me absolutely nuts, and it's actually stained. I've taken this down like twice and bleached it and everything, and it will not come out. So if you guys wonder what that dark spot is, it's foundation. But yeah, I like how this, I don't have to get my hands dirty. Yeah, I use it all the time, and I probably need a backup of this because foundation sticks have less product in it than normal foundations. And I'm probably going to run out soon because I've used it that much. It's crazy. I really quick want to talk about a primer. I know I haven't had this primer very long. I think about maybe a week. But I do want to shout it out because this has been the only primer I've been using since I got it. This is the Merle Norman 24 Karat Gold Firming Foundation Primer. Now, when they first sent me the magazine in the mail, it was in November, I want to say. I gave my throat. I actually took a picture of this because I knew I wanted to try it because it had gold in it. I was just so intrigued. And if like you can look at it up close, there's real flecks of gold in it. Like, there you go. But I was a little iffy on the whole firming thing because I've tried firming makeup things like in the past and it's like really tight. And I personally don't like that feeling. But this doesn't do that. It's actually the primer I'm wearing today. It gives a nice radiant look to your skin. So I absolutely love that about this. And these little flecks of gold, when you first apply it to your skin, you can see the gold flakes. But when you put foundation over top, you can't see them anymore, which I personally really like. It is like the dewy thing on my skin right now. Like, it's just so perfect. I love this. Like I said, I've only had it for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And I've used it every time I've done my makeup. Like, I've used this a ton, and I can already tell you I'm probably gonna buy another one of these because I'm just obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I think the packaging is gorgeous, And what I don't like though is it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's actually quite small. There's still 1 ounce in here, but it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It looked a lot bigger, like, in the box, because it had like a big box. And this is like itty bitty, but yeah, I really like this. I'm obsessed with it. You guys know I like more Norman products. They're great if you have sensitive skin. I think they're more targeted towards older skin, but if you have really sensitive skin, I highly recommend it. All their products are dermatologist tested, and I've never had a problem with them breaking me out. That's actually why I use more Norman. My mom does, because she also has really sensitive skin, and it doesn't break me out. So I love that about them. But the problem about their products is that all their foundations have SPF in them, so they will flash back, which I don't personally like, but they make bomb products, and I love them. I love them. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit in the shade Ash Brown. I tried this the first time in my Dollar Tree video. Should be up, but if it's not, again, it's coming very soon. I have it filmed and actually edited already. I think I just have to import it into YouTube. So it is coming very soon. But this is what it looks like right here. This is not my correct shade. I believe I mentioned that in my video. I'm not entirely sure. I filmed it like a week or 2 ago. But I can use the darker shade in my brows if I'm very careful with it, because it is so dark. But the lighter shade is just too brown, like a red tone for me. But I do really like this product. I do want to find my own shade because I think I'd like it a little bit better. But I do, so far, really like this. It's really pigmented, so you have to be really careful. But it is really blendable. And if you take a spoolie like this one here, this one's actually off of Amazon, and you just go through your brows like this, it really blends them out perfectly. So you don't have to really worry if you go in too heavy-handed. I went in way too heavy-handed when I first used this in my Dollar Tree video, and I was like, whoa, that's way too much. But it does blend out perfectly. So even if it's not the correct shade, even though it's not the correct shade, I still really like this product. I like how it came with a little brush, but I don't use them, so I kind of tossed it. But the tweezers in here are amazing. Like, they are one of the best pair of tweezers I've ever used, and it's actually a good thing because I lost my tweezers. So I'm purposely keeping them in here, because if I remove them because they're little, I will lose them. So I have used this a ton. I actually used it today in my brows, and although my brows are a little bit darker than I usually do them, this is the only thing I have. But even though they're a little bit darker than I usually do them, I still really like them. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance Eyeshadow Palette. This one's on my eyes right now, and you guys know I love this palette. It's one of my top 5 favorite palettes I've ever used. But I had to mention it again because this month I have been using it a ton. And I actually ordered the Soft Glam palette, which launched 4 days ago. Mine is supposed to be delivered on Tuesday. I have class all day Tuesday, so I won't mess with it until Wednesday. But I will film with it. That video should be up soon. Check my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat for video updates. In case you're wondering, they're always down below. But that video is coming. So I love this. I love this to death. I use this palette all the time, and in the past month, I don't know what has happened, but I just can't put this down. Like, I used it like crazy in 2017, and then I haven't used it I didn't use it for a while, and then I got back into it, and I can't stop. I can't stop. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I actually moved it to the front of my drawer. That way it was in with easy reach. This is the Milani Strobe Light in the shade Afterglow. You guys already know, because I have used, this is the only highlighter I've pretty much used in like a month and a half. Like, it's unreal. In all my recent videos, this has been the highlighter I've been using. So you guys can know, you guys know what videos I filmed in February, because this is the only highlighter I've been, like, look at it though. I'm wearing it today mixed with the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, because I wanted just to switch it up just a little bit. But yeah, I love this. I don't know why it took me so long to purchase this. I had seen it before, and I was like, oh, that's pretty, because I mean, even in the packaging, it just looks gorgeous. But I never picked it up. And then the other day, like a month and a half ago, I was inside Walgreens, and I was getting stuff to film my purple halo eye for Valentine's Day, which is up on my channel, so go check it out if you haven't already. But selfish promotion. But I picked it up, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna finally purchase it. It's like $10, so I finally bought it, and honestly, I can't get enough of it. Like, it's been the only highlighter I've been using at all. It was what I was wearing when I was vlogging, and a lot of you guys tweeted me and wanted to know what highlighter I was wearing, because like in the video you could like see it. It's actually this. It's like the only thing I've been wearing in all my recent pictures. I posted on Snapchat the other day, and I was like, if my highlight isn't this intense, I ain't happy. And it was this. Like, this is amazing, especially from the drugstore. Drugstore highlighters are really hit or miss, but this was a complete complete hit. And it used to be super hard to open, but it's starting to get easier because like it used to like stick, and since I've used it so much, it's starting to get easier. And the little sand design, if you can see that, is starting to like fade away, if you can see. It's not very noticeable yet, but it is starting to get a little bit small. The last product I have to talk about, is actually a whole line of products. So they are the LA Colors Matte Liquid Lip Colors. It's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now. And I have a ton of them. My goal is to get them all, but I can't find them all in store, so I might have to place an order on lacolors.com. But these are unbelievable. I've talked about them before on my channel, and they are $2 in store, but on their website I think they're $3. I'm not entirely sure if they're $2 or $3. And they are so pigmented, so like creamy, and they last forever. They dry down completely matte. They don't transfer, and it's amazing because they're $2. They don't dry out my lips at all, which is a huge thing for me. The color I'm actually wearing right now is Vixen. I chose this one because of my shirt. It's like a peach color, and this is like a peachy color lip. And I ate with this. I had chicken fried rice and it coming off. And these are amazing. I actually have quite a bit of shades here, so I will just pick them all up. The two that are separated from the rest in this drawer are two I haven't worn yet, so I don't want to open them. So I have Eclipse and Perception here. I just recently bought these, and these are the two I haven't worn yet. So I keep my new makeup separated from my used makeup, just so if I don't ever open them. These I will, but that way in case I don't ever open a product, I can give it away without, you know, it being contaminated. I took the plastic seal off because I knew I was going to use these because I love them so much, but I haven't got around to doing it yet. But the colors I have in this drawer are a different story. So we'll talk about them. If I can take them all out here without them falling off my counter. This is the shade Illusion. We're going to swatch them like a little bit because I am going dress shopping, so hopefully these don't stay in my hand. But that is the shade Illusion right there. It's like a dark, very dark brown, but it has like a red undertone. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've worn this several times. I don't think I've worn it on my channel, but I have worn it a ton in person. And yeah, I love it. I've worn several of these on my channel. I just can't remember which particular shades. This is shade Au Natural, and I did film with this one. I know that for a fact. This is what I wore in my Dollar Tree video. And it is this nude that is gray yellow undertoned, which is right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a unique color. It's really hard to describe it. It's a tan nude, but it's like a gray and a yellow undertone. It's like the weirdest color, but it's so unique, and it does make your teeth look yellow because of the yellow undertone, but it's such a unique color and different for me personally that I don't mind wearing it because it's so different for me. I don't usually go for colors like this, but it is gorgeous. Like, it's stunning. I had it on the other day, and a lot of people wanted to know. Yeah, this is the shade Vixen. I'm not going to swatch this one because it's the one I'm wearing right now, so you guys already see it. But this is the shade Perfection, and I don't know if I filmed with this one or not. And it's just gorgeous. This is one of the brighter colors. I don't have a whole lot of their bright colors just because they're really hard to find. But it's like a bright pink, but it's not, it's like a muted bright pink. It's not too bright to where it's not wearable. I would definitely wear this out personally because it's not super, super, super intense. Whew, what's next? This is Danger. It looks very similar to Illusion in the bottle, but it's actually a completely different color. It's a berry tone. The other one was brown. This is berry. They look similar, but this is brown, if you can see that, and this is a berry. And they look very similar on camera, but in person they are completely different. So that is Illusion, and that's Danger. Danger is a dark red berry color. It's very similar to Drop Dead Red by Too Faced, their liquid lipstick, but it's not as purple undertone. So this has more of like a true berry red undertone. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're going to hear that a lot. This is the shade Sultry. This is a nude. And this is probably my least used out of all of them just because I don't wear nude lipstick all that often. I don't know why. I used to all the time, but recently I just haven't been wearing it. It's kind of like a brownie nude, I would say. It's absolutely stunning. They're all stunning. And like, look how pigmented they are. There's no patchiness whatsoever. They're completely even, which I love. This is Fierce. Have I worn this one? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to open one that I haven't worn. I think I'm just going to open them all anyway. Fierce is this gorgeous mauve color. Right there. It's a gorgeous mauve. These do take a little bit to dry down completely, like a little bit of time, but it's nothing like ridiculous. I definitely use high-end lipsticks that take longer. But Fierce is one of my favorite colors to wear in the fall because it is this mauve color. It's gorgeous. Then this is Suede. This is what started my obsession right here. This one. I did wear this in my, I want to say Cargo palette review. Oops, I swatched it with the other one. I mixed it in with the other one on accident. But there it is right there. It's this gray color. I love gray lipstick, but I don't have any apart from this one, and it's gorgeous. So I'm actually going to open these two and swatch them because I know I'm going to wear them. So this is Perception. Perfection. That's a little bit confusing, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. It's not as deep as Danger and Illusion. So if these two are too dark for you, I would go for this one because it's not as deep. It's a berry color, but it's not too berry where it's not wearable. And the last one I have here is Eclipse. And if I can get it open. I told myself I wasn't going to open these, but you know what? I did it anyway. There it is right there. Oh, it's more of a purple gray. Yeah, it's more of a purple gray. This is more of a cool tone gray, and that is more of a warm toned gray. So that is all my monthly favorites. They're starting to dry down, if you can see the first three. But yeah, I love these. They're so worth the $2, $3 price mark. They're amazing. I mean, honestly, and there's so many different colors. And they actually have their own drawer. Like, do you see this? Their own drawer. They fit perfectly in here. That is it for this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And I will see you in my next video. I need to go wash these off before they completely dry down because they will not come off.